Kayla Miracle at the U23 World Championships, finished 5th. Talk about your tournament overall, what you liked, what you didn't like.
I didn't like 5th, but I loved the team. They're super awesome. The coaching staff that came, we had Terry and we had Christy as the USA coaches, and then we had so many volunteer coaches. We had Matt Stevens, we had my dad, the Miracle, and then we had Mark Perry, who's our Hawkeye coach. We call it Perry and the Hawkettes. So we had 2 of the Hawkettes here today, or this week.
Overall, when you look back at your performance, what are your thoughts overall?
There's a lot of room to grow, I'm capable of more. We saw it last year, we saw it at Final X, we saw it this year, so I'll just grow. Keep growing. I think I'm making moves, going to Iowa, and I think that's a good spot for me. I think I'm going to be pushed the way I need to be pushed, and I'm going to have the focus that I need to have.
What can get you to the next level? What will it take to get you on that podium, you think?
I think really I have what it takes right now, but it's just like believing in myself. Like Alex and Corey yesterday, they did an excellent job just like pushing that I believe button and making it happen. And I know that I can beat any girl in the world, foreigner, United States, U23, seniors, I can beat anyone if it's the real Kayla wrestling. So I just gotta, let Kayla loose.
You've been dealing with a lot from a physical standpoint here lately. What kind of things were you having to overcome here at this tournament?
So leading into this tournament, I've been out for, 3 months. I had a concussion, so I had 2 real weeks of training, and that was, good. I felt good for only having that. And then first match, I got scoop-a-looped, is what we call it, and I pulled something, strained something in my shoulder, collarbone type area, and so that's still hurting, but I'll just rest it up, and Doc's been helping me out. He just said to rest it up and I'll be good to go.
Yeah, are there any positives you can derive from the fact that, obviously not ideal circumstances coming in here, not ideal circumstances even the last 24 hours, and yet you were right there on the verge of taking home a medal?
Yeah, it's not about today, it's not about, next year, it's about 20 months from now. That Olympic gold is what we want. And so being able to come in here, not being in shape the best I can, not being the best technically sharp, I guess, and then getting injured in the first match, and then coming in this morning and I threw up twice before my first match. I threw up once before weigh-ins, and then I threw up again literally right before I walked down the mat. And so just being able to wrestle through that and just show that I was tough enough, to myself. I don't need to prove it to anyone else, but know that I can, that second match, I definitely let the arm bother me. I was thinking about that too much, and that's where I lost the match. I was thinking about that rather than wrestling and being the Kayla that I needed to be. But then the third match, the first one today, I went out there and I just wrestled, and I wanted to get on the mat and get off the mat as quick as possible, and I did that, So I think if I would have done that again this afternoon or this evening, it would have been different if I just would have wrestled and put that all behind me. And so learning from that, but also learning that I can deal with that and face that.
What kind of things have you been able to do from a training standpoint the last 3 months?
Not much. I'm super back and forth. I'm finishing my degree in Campbellsville, and I'm also trying to move to Iowa, but we also have camps all the time. So, we went to the Fresno camp, and Terry sent me to the training center to get checked out by the doctors and everything. And then I've been able to do a little bit of strength and conditioning, and just a lot of stance and motion is really what Perry has had me do. And then just the last 2 weeks, it was, our game plan was just let's break your body as much as we can, and then we'll rest you up that last week and send you in there feeling healthy. And so that's what we did. That first week was one of the hardest weeks of my life. It was so hard to walk. It was hard to even sit down, on the couch because my legs were so dead. So, I think if that were to ever happen again, I think I'd try and find a little bit more to do with technique, maybe like super light, was still feeling it, so I still had it, but hopefully never.
Were you watching last night? Were you here in the arena last night?
Yes.
What was it like watching that 15, 20-minute section there where your college teammate Grace Bullen wins in spectacular fashion?
That was awesome.
And then Alex does it about 20 minutes later.
And then Corey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. You know, they're all great girls. You know, I've worked with Grace a lot. We were teammates for a year, and she deserves it. You know, she works really hard. She's the sweetest person ever. She's just so fun. And then Alex and Corey, you know, I don't get to see them every day, but I see them around in the WCWA circuit, and they're also, like, they're such hard workers, and they're such sweet girls, you know. So they deserved it, and it was really nice to see them, you know, like, Alex's celebration, like I told her, I was like, that was just pure joy. That was awesome.
As you're watching that, did you know that was something that Grace had in her bag of tricks? Is that something she's hit on you? Is that something you expected?
What did she even hit?
She was over both arms and leaned back and tossed her one.
I just remember it was crazy. But, you know, nothing surprises me with Grace. She is a funky wrestler, and that's one thing that I loved about having her in the room is, you know, we could wrestle for an hour and not hit a single position the same. You know, we would just go at it. And so she's fun and she's funky and she'll hit whatever she needs to hit. And obviously she did it and it paid off for her.
Kayla, you're not moving to Iowa until January, so what do the next couple months look like for you?
So December, I graduate on December 7th. Hopefully, if my math professors and my other college professors are watching, please help me out because I'm struggling. But I have about 2.5 weeks, one of those weeks being finals week, so I just need to survive that, and then once I'm done, hopefully I'll be able to move. All my stuff is already in Iowa, so I'm already calling that home, and I'm just staying at my dad's now, so I'm going to help the team. You know, Campbellsville's still, you know, my family, and so they're on a hunt for a national title, and if I can help them in any way, then I'm going to do that. So I'll be in the room almost every single day. I got to heal myself up, and I got to make sure I can pass some classes, but we're going to get them to the top again.